Hello guys, this is Avcoor, and I want to talk about Hell House Hunt with a little more depth and why this is really good content and why the devs personally should do this every so often. People will say that this was bad, right? Like, this isn't new content. But my argument is it doesn't have to be. For the simple fact, we have new players coming in, and they rolled out one of the best unsung deals that no one's talking about. So let's talk about that deal, right? When you go to Victory Draw, I checked this out, and when I saw this, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Why do I think this is amazing? First of all, Hell House Collar and Hell House Cannon are two of the best free-to-play weapons in the game. For the simple fact is, you're actually getting HP and defense, two gore defensive stats that you need in order to better your party against a certain type of enemy, basically physical damage dealing opponents. The C ability is whatever. The support material is absolutely terrible. But for the R abilities, this is absolutely fantastic. And a lot of free to play players, if you haven't played this game long, this is your aim and goal. And the cool part about it is you should be able to get all of this at level 5. You don't even have to go to level 6. But I would advise you to go to level 6 because the weapon parts are absolutely gold. So this whole prize setup is actually incredible. On each stage, these are must gets. And I'm so glad that the devs have constructed this the way that they have because this is absolutely fantastic. And it's something that you, as even as a veteran player, will benefit from because if you do have this at OB10, you can actually take it to plus 10, which I plan on doing. And that's going to net you extra stats that will actually increase the value of this weapon. And understand that it's free, so you're not really spending that many resources in order to obtain it. So when I look at the prize details, even at level 7, they're still solid. You don't have to go to level 7, but they're still solid. So when you go to Silver Victory Draw, this is my only complaint. Like, we already have a weapon that boosts ice potency and magic attack. We already have that. But I guess, like, they wanted Aerith to have it for whatever reason. But Hell House Rod is actually a good sub weapon if you're trying to build Aerith in an ice build, so it's okay. And like if you want to top off Sephiroth's weapon, because if you OB10 120 Sephiroth's weapon, he'll only need like this weapon in order to maximize his magic attack and his ice well, not his ice potency, but his magic attack. So this is a solid sub weapon in that vein, but we already have two, and that's my only complaint. They could have done something a little different. They could have. Well, I don't think they would go so far as to give you like HP and ice potency because that would be like awesome. Hopefully later on they do that because that would be like very serviceable. But I think they may go in that direction. I'm not sure. But even here, like the prizes are super good. So what I'm saying is not only when you do this draw, you're getting one of the best like brown victory draws in the game, but it's also helping newer players and older players. So don't look down at this content. Just realize that for the health of the community, it needs to go down this way because sometimes they do the reawakens so they can save like space in order to do other projects. Maybe a project took longer, like guilds would take longer to do. Like they had to do the coding and the planning and the run out for that. So this gives them time and space in order to do that properly. But it also allows them to help newer players and older players because the HP defense weapons are absolutely king. So, in order to do the critical threat battle, I think there's like three characters I'll go over that are really good for this content. First of all, I think Sephiroth is the strongest character right now for Hell House Critical Threat, and I think he's going to be absolutely invaluable in Crash. Simply put, is he already has an ice-based Arcanum weapon, but he also comes with an fire weapon that does AoE damage. So he's like absolutely perfect. I just don't think everybody uses Sephiroth, but if you do here, this is kind of the set you want to run. You can run the Edge Wings Garb if you choose to, Shiva, of course, and then you want this in the second hand slot, and you're pretty much good to go. I'll probably raise this, but you're pretty much good to go with this setup. I honestly think he's absolutely the best. Barret is also good for the simple fact that he can buff magic attack, and magic attack is the preferred form of offense on this content. I'll probably have to raise this by a star and I'll level it up to get the most out of it. This setup is subject to change, but you do want healing on Barret. And last but not least, I think the second most important character to build is actually Red 13. For the simple fact that Ivy Collar allows him not only to debuff ice resistance, but fire. And his two material slots, he has fire and ice. So those are the three characters I think that you may want to look into if you're looking to build parties and clear content in this game as far as the Hell House Critical Threat goes. And like I said, this is more important than it looks, and hopefully the devs go down this route. Don't look down on rehash content because it does provide us opportunity to get weapons that we miss or to increase the overall potential of weapons that we already have. But anyways, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, and laters.